I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just had to do and got a really big bag for it. At your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I gotta big change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day, but that don't stop the money making.
Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the New England Patriots. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. These two teams, the Eagles and the Pats, did not meet in the regular season last year, so their last official bout was in Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Everybody remembers that one with the Eagles staking claim to their first ever title. And the Philly special went down in football history with Nick Foles catching the pass from Trey Burton in the end zone. What a game that was. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
I'm coming.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Get him.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Alert! Hey, Haywood! Go Bandit! Slam! Check 43!
Shotgun now for Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Sunday!
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. This one caught left side by Cooper. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the eye. Tighten up. Rip.
Now Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Michel. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we got rip.
Brady going to throw. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and pound it in with Burkhead. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And they will run it with Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Brady gives to Michel. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And able to find Dorsett. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Wait, put it! Wild Bill! Sugar!
From midfield, here's Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Michel. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down run for Burkhead. There he goes, right side. side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rex Burkhead, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. This Pats and Eagles matchup is part of the NFL 100 series. These two teams met in Super Bowl 39 and also recently in Super Bowl 52, splitting the pair of matchups. Tom Brady was the constant in both of them. His counterpart the first go-around, Donovan McNabb, and the Pats won that affair. But then the Eagles would get revenge 13 years later behind the very unlikely hero, Nick Foles. Dancing to his left. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. On 1st down, Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Wentz now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Howard. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body, getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go, Greg. Safe.
On the toss play, Howard. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack. And Elliott puts this one through.
And they will take the lead at 13-10. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins. Switch. Watch the second. Shit. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, wahoo. 52's the mic. No, ready? 52's the mic, boys. 52. Hey, let's get some penetration. Shadow. Hey, Delta. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Hey, defense.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Kyle Van Noy, the Pats' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop. From midfield, here's Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Working from the gun, Wentz. Wide open receiver, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. On 1st down, Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Wentz to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Motion, check. Hey, exit. Ball 50.
Brady will try again on second down. He'll buy some time right, and he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it. This is Michel, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let him know. Eyes up. Go Bandit. 25, check 25. When he hit.
Brady to Burkhead here on the draw. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, they run with Burkhead. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on first down, it's Brady. And Watson has it right side. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle.
Let's go. Wait, that. Down 80. Hey, check. Hey, both 56.
On the ground, Michel. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd down, it's White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Gostkowski for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Next to score, Patriots 17, Eagles 13.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down, and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. There's no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was the Super Bowl MVP last season. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Next to score, Patriots 24, Eagles 13. Steven
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now Brady to the right side, and he's got Edelman. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go, G. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check 3, check 3.
Brady now to throw. His throw incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. 3rd down here.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Second, reload. 52, Mike, 52. Let's go. Quick, 28. Quick, 28.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Gordon, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go with Howard again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Set up, 10 Lobo. Danny. Ready?
On 3rd down, they turn to Burkhead. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. The Patriots send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. On the return, Jackson. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Howard. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
At their 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus.